Hey guys, I'm doing a video on how to expunge your record. I started researching this heavily the last few days because it's been the most requested video. And the challenge to this video is going to be the rules are going to be different in pretty much every state. There's going to be similarities, so that's mostly what I'm going to focus on. But there will be a few differences in, state to state. Some states are easier than others. The state that I expunged my record in was in Utah. I would say it's a somewhat difficult state to do it in. So at least I've got an example of how to do it where it's probably harder than other states. First things first, across the board, this is universal. You have to be terminated from probation and parole. You've got to have completed everything, paid your restitution off in full, paid fines, all of it is done. Boom, you're completed all the way. You're not, if you're on paper still, it's not going to work. So that's the first step. And that took a while for me. But yeah, that is your first step, is getting off paper. Once you're off paper, for me, what I wanted to do, I know expunging felonies is much more difficult than expunging misdemeanors, and reducing felonies was somewhat easy. So what I did, I was in Utah, like I said, I wanted to reduce my felonies to misdemeanors for two reasons. One, expungement would be more easy later. And two, it's going to be cheaper. When you have felonies and you're expunging your record, they charge you money. And depending on how many felonies you have, some states it's like $500 per felony. If you have 10 of them, it starts to become very pricey. I'll also mention, from my research, there's multiple states that make the process simple. You can hire an attorney for in the range of around $1,000 if you want to go that direction. For me personally, it wasn't really an option. So I've done this on myself. I also helped my buddy Jared, who used to live with me at my house here. And the process was similar for both of us from Utah, but his was slightly easier. So I'll tell you what I did. So I wanted to reduce my felonies first. That was my first step. So I went to court, and where I was at, I graduated drug court. And if you're not familiar with that, it's basically an outpatient drug program where you're heavily involved in the court system. And every Wednesday at 4 o'clock, I'd show up to the courthouse with everyone else in drug court. And court proceedings would take place. And at the end of court, you could basically state your name, and I'd say, "Hey, Dallas Langston, for the record, I want to reduce my felonies." And in Utah, it's called a 402 reduction. So I had completed drug court, gotten off parole, everything was done, and I went back to the court just to request a 402 reduction. It also saved me like $25 from just filing that fee with the court. There's going to be petitions and stuff that you can file with courts, and they'll charge you money. So for me, I cruised into court, asked, "Hey, can I reduce it?" The judge said yes. He said, "Expect something in the mail in the next 60 days. And in the next, it seemed like forever, but I did get some stuff in the mail, and it was basically giving me a court date to show up to explain to the courts why I thought that I should reduce my charges. When you file that petition, this is across every state as well. The state's attorney has the option to basically object to this motion and show up in court on the state's behalf to fight against you. In my scenario, that's exactly what they did. I had shown up to court. The prosecuting attorney was there, and the judge said, "Hey, Dallas, tell us, what has changed, why we should consider this." I explained, "Hey, I'm clean and sober now. I think I may have even been married at the time. So I got married. My wife was probably pregnant. Like, I had bought a home. I'm doing all these things. I'm just doing regular people stuff. And I was changing my life around." So that was basically what I said in a nutshell. And the judge looked at the prosecuting attorney and said, "Hey, now that you've heard this, are you still objecting?" And that prosecuting attorney, he's never a big fan of me. I've known him forever. He objected and lit me up in court. "Mr. Langston is blah, 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 blah. He's been a terrible piece of crap for 100 years. Here's all his charges. The state of Utah strongly suggests do not grant this motion. We want him to always have this on his record, basically. And luckily, that judge was smart and he was reasonable, I should say, really reasonable. And he lit that prosecutor up, said, "Hey, this is literally the definition of being reformed. He's doing all the things that we want someone to do. So I will grant the motion." So that was awesome. Thanks to Judge Shoemate. Shout out to him. He's retired now. So they had granted the motion. I got all my charges reduced. So now for me, what that meant was I now only have to wait 3 years, because in the state of Utah, you have to wait like 5 to 7 years for a felony, only 3 years for misdemeanors in order to be granted expungement. So I had completed everything, and that started the clock. I think I had 2 years left before that 3 years was up. So time passes, the process is underway. And now, when I know that 3 year mark is up, at least that was the time frame for me, I can now file for expungement. I Googled it. How do I file expungement in the state of Utah? You pay a $25 or $35 fee. You submit a petition to the court, and they basically ask you tons of information. Here's all your charges, and everything showed misdemeanors now because it had all been reduced. Here's all the charges. Here's your case numbers, because the other portion of paperwork that I had to fill out was basically saying, like, write down every charge that you want expunged. And obviously, I wanted all of them expunged. And you had to name the case numbers. The way that I got the case numbers, and this will be similar anywhere, is the county clerk's office. They have all of your records. So I go to the county clerk's office. Hey, can I request all of my case numbers from all of my charges from this date to this date, which was basically from 18 years old until however old I was when I did this, 22 or 3 or 4. So I had done that, got all the case numbers, filled out all the paperwork. It's kind of a pain, which is why it's, if you have the money to just pay an attorney, they'll do all that crap for you, but I didn't have the money. So I filled out all the paperwork, filed it with the state, filed it with or the county, and you wait. They'll give you a time frame. I can't remember what it told me it was going to take, but it took a while. If I remember right, it was like months and months and months before I finally got my paperwork saying, "Hey, you're good." The other example that I have was, like I said, my friend Jared, who lived at my home for a while. I helped him do all this because that was, he had moved to my home. He was working for me. We were trying to improve his credit. We were trying to get his record expunged and just trying to advance his life. So that's what we did for him. And when we filed the petition, the state didn't even object. They just granted it. So some of you may be luckier than others. His was pretty simple. I don't remember him even having to go to court, and he was out here in California at the time living with me here. So it made it a little bit more simple when he just said, "Hey, I've since moved out of the state. Here's the deal." Another portion of this is the costs. If I remember correctly, the cost for each misdemeanor, I can't remember what the total was. I think I had to pay somewhere in the neighborhood of like $500 to $700 to get it all expunged. Definitely well worth it. Now you can apply for jobs and write down you're not a felon. You can buy guns if you want to buy guns. You can do whatever and just basically get your past behind you, which was the goal. So comment on the video. If you're in a state, I had somebody in Maryland say, "Hey, I don't know how to do it in Maryland. The process is the same. File the paperwork. You have to file a petition with your court." So in a lot of the times you're going to pay them 25, $35. Pretty normal, definitely worth it. Just get the wheels turning. You may run into roadblocks. For me, I ran into a roadblock. Once you run into that, you do whatever you need to do to get through that next roadblock to basically keep the wheels turning. So any state, strongly suggest just fill out the paperwork, Google how to do it. It's going to send you a form. You download the form, fill it out, pay the fee, submit it, get it going, and they'll tell you where you're going wrong. If you have questions, comment them in the on the YouTube page here on the channel, and I'll happily help you research whatever you're trying to do to try to help you get it expunged. So hopefully this is helpful. But yeah, like I said, comment if you have questions that are more detailed. I'm happy to help. Thanks.